It's the little things, little treasures we find without knowing their origin, and they come when we least expect them. It's beautiful when you think about it. And I think that sums up where this story is heading. Quiet on set.
Camera.
Rolling.
Sound.
Speed.
And action.
Film nerds, good friends, and old roommates get together to talk about
Books.
Welcome to the Film Nerd Book Club.
Can't wait for you to read with us.
Is this recording?
Hi, Spicy Disasters. Welcome back. I know it's been a while. Hope you had some good holidays or some breaks, whichever applies to you.
Pumpkin pie.
Welcome to the newest episode of the Film Nerd Book Club. We've got Mika, Sonja, Evie, and we've got Josh down at the bottom, and me, Jess. Whoop whoop!
Oh yeah.
And okay, so like the world's most difficult pronouncing book for some reason. I don't know why. The House in the Cerulean Sea. That wasn't so hard. Why did I over dramatize that?
I know, right? I was expecting something so much more dramatic.
I fucked up Mexican Gothic way more.
You fucked it up again?
Mexican Gothic.
Just say Cerulean Sea really quick, and then you'll mess it up.
Cerulean Sea.
Speaking of Cerulean Sea. All right, we read the first 6 chapters. It took me fucking forever, but you guys are my friends and you still love me, and I appreciate that. Yeah. But yeah, first 6 chapters. What are your guys' initial thoughts?
If it makes you feel better, I didn't finish the 6 chapters.
Where are you?
Spoiler
alert!
Hold on.
He tells us now.
You're usually the one that... You're usually like on chapter 16 while we're on chapter 2.
Guys,
what are you talking about?
I'm hitting a murder.
I had no days off last week. I worked 56 hours at work, okay?
No.
Girl.
Good job. Good job for the working girl.
I had no time to read.
She went hard for the money.
That's valid, but I just want to point out that we've been reading these 6 chapters for like 3 weeks.
Okay, but to be fair too, she was trying to hold off because she always finishes really early.
Yeah,
that is true.
She was trying to be a team player.
And then shit went down at work, and I just failed.
Y'all leave my sugar mama alone.
You're right.
Okay, no. So the question is, where did you left off so that way we don't ruin anything if we
you're
open
good.
our mouth?
Keep going. You're fine. We'll talk about the whole thing.
Honestly, though,
okay.
Where are you though?
She's
I am at home.
You know what I mean.
I think I am at like halfway through 4. I'm where he's almost at the island.
Though, so that's just mostly like it is detail, but they're not spoilers. I wouldn't say.
That's fine. You guys, we're good.
Okay.
I'm gonna read it anyway.
I'm gonna stress eat marshmallows now.
Okay, so I'm gonna start.
Can I have some?
Yes, hang on. I got you, girl.
Oh, are we gonna do this? Try it out. Try it.
Oh wait. Oh, you bit me a little bit, you nibbler.
Okay, well, if you're halfway through 4, then you really haven't like met any of the kids yet.
Eeps, do you want some?
Yes.
There you go.
It was delicious.
Sorry, Conj. You're out.
It's okay. I'm too far. What? It's okay. So, okay, well, then I'm going to start because I love the book. It's so cute. To tell you the truth, at first I was like, okay, we needed something a little bit smoother, like completely away from horror after the last book.
Holy shit.
Experience of like between Tameca and Jess, poor things that did not like the book.
I only like my murder from Jess. That's it. Not from like creepy.
That's not random creepy people.
You like to get murdered by Jess, or you like to be a fan of her?
I'm only a fan of murder when she does it because she does it so good.
Hypothetically
speaking.
Just
for legal purposes.
Don't worry about it.
For legal purposes, this is a joke.
Totally a joke.
I hope.
Well, Wow.
You could have at least washed your hands, Jess.
All I'm saying is I'm not going back to jail.
It's like
So
it's like she murdered a unicorn.
You're going
Wait.
to jail.
that's a story for another day. So Sonji, what do you think of the book? It's so cute.
Well, I was gonna say that it looks like Jess murdered a unicorn or something because it has people.
Oh, actually, speaking of that, you want to see something cool?
Unicorn's head.
Hey! Wait, was that just the unicorn? Was that Charlie?
It was just a unicorn.
Oh, okay.
I am so glad that that's where that was going. I got
I know,
real worried for a second.
Not like we take our shirts off for each other. Like, wait, is it time?
Stay tuned for the reveal of our OnlyFans next week.
Coming soon to own on DVD and video.
Okay, so I like the book. It's really cute. I do have to point out one thing. Our main character, Linus Baker. Oh my gosh, guys. Is it?
He's Josh? He's Josh.
He is a total mood, is what he is.
He's
And
like
yes,
a white
he is
Josh.
totally Josh.
He is our Josh.
Caucasian Josh.
Yeah. Just as a Puerto Rican
I
person.
can't even argue this.
I give it to you. You got me there.
Right. So yes, and then chapter 6 is when we meet the kids in the orphanage, and it's really cute, and I love all of them. And my favorite out of all of them is Lucy. Yes, that's all I have to say. That I really love it.
Really?
Your first impression is that you're liking it. It's cute.
And
of course,
I have to say it's the what's the word? Like no, I can't say the word. I'm not gonna even try. Repeating myself that I am not used to reading. I'm used to watching movies and TV series. This is the first book that I'm actually reading, and I'm laughing like if I was watching a movie.
I have to agree.
I will say, yeah, the narration.
I laughed out loud a few times.
Yeah, the narration for the book is great. The wit and the banter between characters is great. All the humor is amazing, despite being
himself. He's funny when he's talking to himself, and I'm like, this is so Josh, because I just imagine Josh having these conversations with himself all day, every day.
And the best humor comes with the expense of Linus himself all the time, which is great.
Yeah.
Actually,
great.
Let's see. Do we have any favorite quotes that we know that we read here?
Oh, I didn't take any on that, but there have been a couple that were fucking hilarious.
I know that Evie has one that's really good.
Which one? There's a few. I have so many quotes.
there was the one I can't remember.
The one about his mother talking to him about him.
No, not that one. There was one that like he got a question, he answered, and then he goes, "That's not true. I think about you."
That's right. He gets asked a question about his supervisor, asking, "Do you like my supervisory technique?" And then in his head, "Absolutely not." He replies, "Yes."
But it's done so well. It really is.
And then it's like, "Are you sassing me, Mr. Baker? I wouldn't even dream of it." He dreamed of it often.
Yes. So good. So good.
And then my favorite is the most perfect Josh freakout is when Bubblegum Girl sneaks up behind him and asks him, "Are you quite finished?" And a voice said near his ear, "He absolutely did not scream, no matter the evidence to the contrary." And I'm like, that is the most Josh reaction to anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I was like, definitely
perfect.
Yes,
all the times I laughed out loud.
The narration is witty. The dialogue between the characters and banter comes off naturally, and it flows off right off the tongue when they speak to each other. All in the. Now I forgot my word. Shit.
Words
at the expense. The best humor is at the expense of poor Linus. That's where all the best humor comes from.
No, I also liked how the kids, because basically or what I understand by the book, wow, words are really difficult today.
We're killing it so far, guys.
So the book is based on like this
A
caseworker.
true story.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, not really. A caseworker that he'll go and check on orphanage that has kids with superpowers. So
I feel like you're like skipping every other word.
Yeah.
Hello.
Do you want me to chime in?
Yes, you can.
So
Go for
pretty
it.
much, he's a caseworker that works for
You
the.
work.
Jesus Christ!
Can we not talk today?
Did someone just say it? Like, for the love of God.
The story is
Also,
about a
give me his name of
caseworker.
the actual
He's a caseworker.
He's a
He
caseworker.
works with the department in charge of magical youth. In this world, magical beings exist, and they're heavily regulated by the government because they're found to be two magical beings, and they're
magical
beings, magical people. All right, we're all magical people. Not you guys, you're assholes.
Why are you the way that you are?
So yes, he works with the Department of Magical Youth in this world. Magical magical beings
Good for
exist,
your heart.
and they're heavily regulated by the government because, people fear what they don't understand because people are assholes. So he gets charged with checking out an orphanage because apparently all these magical kids are mostly orphans, which is pretty sad. He gets sent on a highly classified case to go check out this orphanage, check out these 6 kids that they're different from most of his other work. And it definitely does feel different when the first case file he opens says, hey, this is the first kid. He's the son of Satan. So, and he faints.
Lucy.
His name is Lucifer. Lucy for short.
He's 6 years old.
So
I would
he's
never in a
16.
million years think to shorten Lucifer to Lucy. I love it so much.
Did anyone see that coming? Because I didn't see that coming at all.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
oh no, that was a anti-hand raise for me.
Really? You saw that coming? The first kid was going to be freaking the Antichrist?
Yes. Did you not read the description of the book?
I
No, I
never
just-
read the
Not
description of the
really.
book.
I just go into it and start reading it. Why am I going to
literally-
spoil it?
I judge everything by this. I would have thought this was a Nicholas Sparks romantic comedy drama.
Guys, you literally read the back of the book and it says it's a fucking Antichrist.
Look how many words are on here.
No, it doesn't. It does not
The
say
description of the
Antichrist.
book.
No,
The
it doesn't.
description of the book, it says that one of the kids is an Antichrist. It says what the kids are.
Oh, that's
It- no,
rude.
it
Why
doesn't-
would
no,
you
it
say
doesn't.
it? I was pleasantly surprised, and I enjoyed
Yes,
being
Me too.
surprised.
I didn't.
It does not say
In
Antichrist
the
anywhere
description
near.
that he gave us, not in that one. I don't have that one.
Oh,
in the one that Josh posted, it says what the kids are.
Well, so Josh did it.
Josh
Yes.
did it.
You know
Okay.
damn well I'm not reading all these descriptions. I look at a cover that looks nice and I vote for
I
it.
vote on the one with the best color.
Exactly,
I
she
think
gets it.
I think I only read
I
the
should-
first
I
line, and
I
it
should
was
learn my
like,
lesson. Sorry, go ahead.
no, no, I just read the first line that it said it was about an orphanage of kids with superpowers, and
Okay, I didn't even
I
read
was like,
that.
yep,
I started the book first sentence with nothing,
yeah.
but yeah, I gotta learn my lesson because fuck, man, I voted on Mexican Gothic for the cover and it fucked me over.
And it was the best month ever.
No, it was not.
Like, yes, Sonji agrees. High five, yo.
Yes. Wait, I'm over here.
th-
Over here.
There you go.
Mix.
So anyway, that's one of the
Yeah,
one of the six kids is Antichrist. Let's go over the other kids. All right, we got Talia, who's
Wait,
Uh,
before we move on from that, can we just talk about how predictable it is that Sanji's favorite character is the Antichrist?
Also,
I mean, I didn't want
I
to bring it up
Jess
because
and I both didn't get to give our first impressions, so fuck you guys.
Fuck you very, very much.
Okay, Tameca.
Yes, squishy.
What?
No, Squish is gonna go.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Squishy.
I actually agree with both of you guys. I really think it's cute so far. I'm really excited to see him interact with the kids more.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure I was
He's
gonna like
trying.
him, but he's. I wasn't sure I was gonna like Linus, but I kind of do. After he was like, "You just got so happy that he took your crayons, right? That you threw the chair against the wall."
Oh!
I was just
You
like,
mean,
I
hang
was
on.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I
Well, I
brought it back.
suppose I have the quote. Well, I suppose there are all sorts of factors. Modern research suggests extreme emotional states can trigger instances such as yours: sadness, anger, even happiness. Perhaps you were so happy you accidentally threw a chair at your friend Marcus.
Right?
That happens
then-
to me all the time.
I mean, it was accidental.
Always.
Right?
I accidentally hit him. I meant to throw it in his direction. I didn't think it would hit him square on.
And I love how I put my own notes at the end of my
Ran
notes.
into my hand.
And then the note I put under that quote, it do be like that sometimes.
It do be like that sometimes.
It do be like that.
That's awesome.
Okay.
No, yeah, so I'm about to drop a bomb because I disagree with all you guys.
I didn't even
you don't
say
like
anything
it.
yet. Well, you don't like
I'm
it?
just kidding. I love this book so far.
Oh,
And actually, like I
you
said, it
do?
made me laugh out loud. Like, when I first started reading it, I'm like, what's going on here? And then, like, 2 pages in, I'm like, this is the best thing. I'm like, the style, just the flow of how it's written. I'm like, this, yes, because I almost think that's how my mind works sometimes. Like, I think it's like all of our sense of humor,
Yeah.
It is.
but like PG. If we were PG, that would be our sense of humor right there.
It's called a sense of humor. You should get one. They're nice.
I'm enjoying every second of it. I'm excited to keep going and seeing where exactly this story is heading, even though I have an idea. But yeah, and also, are you guys shipping the 2 gentlemen already, or?
I've been shipping them since he first got to the island and was questioning Parnassus.
That only happened. I mean, we only met him like the last 2 chapters we read, but.
Oh, I can tell.
No,
Yeah.
but when he said that he did not expect him to be standing on the lawn. looking
Well,
like that,
no, but
I was
I
like,
thought
oh.
something was going to happen with one of the extremely upper management dudes. The way that he was describing him,
that too.
and I was like,
never-
that'd be an interesting ship there. But then this guy comes out, and I'm like, well, shit, that comes out.
Well,
Well, honestly, I don't know how much of the extremely upper management we're gonna see in the rest of the book. To be honest, I mean,
well, if
I'm
he-
assuming at the end when
probably
when the conflicts.
conflicts.
Well, I mean, if he has to report to him every week or so often, it's one of those that it's like, maybe there's something there, but maybe he's going to be like, no, you can't because you work in my company, blah, blah. And then this guy from the orphanage is going to be like, well, maybe we can. have
I'm going to call it right now. Linus is going to retire on that little island with his little male friend, and they're going to have a bunch of kids, little
They're
demon
gonna raise
children.
their 6 magical children together. It's gonna be
Yeah.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Little antichrist.
yes, it's so cute. Just imagine a little 6-year-old just walking around telling what
Yeah.
you said.
No.
So
my kinda-
Every
that's my
6-year-old
kinda
kind of
kid.
the antichrist.
Just a baby.
Oh my god.
I love the book. The book is amazing. From the very first few pages, I instantly fell in love with the book. This is definitely a completely different, like, Mexican Gothic was a mood. This is a completely different
Yeah, it
mood.
was. It was a real fucked up mood.
And I generally was laughing reading the book. I'm like laughing to myself, like in a corner, like in silence. Everyone's like walking by my room, like, "What the hell are you doing?"
No, I
I'm
was
just- I'm
actually,
just
like,
there- I'm just
legit
there
laughing.
reading.
Like if someone heard me, was like, "Is she okay?" Because I would be like,
But I do want to mention a few things though about his job, the fascist department of magical people. So
Okay.
I love this universe and this is a terrible idea, obviously, but so far How did you guys picture his the work environment?
Oh,
with all the
so
desks?
fucking shitty.
Because
They might as well be like a
the-
graveyard.
The first thing that came to
Incredibles.
mind,
Like the room in the
Yes.
Incredibles where he's
Yes.
working and they're like everyone like crunched together like that. Yeah.
I got one better for you. Did you ever see the producers, the musical producers?
No.
No.
Well,
I know
then
I know what you're talking about, but
Well,
no,
then this reference is not gonna.
then you did not beat Sonja's Incredibles.
Exactly.
Well,
so
shit.
Incredible.
Joshua, please come in here and say you know what I'm talking about when I say this. Pop in real quick.
You know, Josh?
For 3
I do
payments in
in fact know.
1995.
You see
I
the
do.
producers, right? You seen the
I
producers.
definitely have. Yes.
Okay, the scene when he goes back to the accounting accounting firm, and everyone's like all depressed and singing, unhappy, unhappy. That's exactly what I saw.
I don't remember that at all.
Unhappy, unhappy, very, 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 very unhappy.
Ooh! This is a terrible film nerd book club when you can't know the movie.
That's a musical, not a movie.
Leave the references to the reference queen.
It was a
here,
Broadway
okay?
musical that was turned into a movie, so it's still a film.
It's still a
It
musical.
was a musical first.
But
Still a movie though. Still a movie. Whatever.
You need to move out of here.
Y'all suck. Anyway, fine. And the second observation. What's his supervisor's name? It was Miss Jenkins or something like that.
yeah, that
Yes.
And then
might
that's
as well be just like what's her face, Florence.
who?
What's that her name?
Who's Florence?
Oh, wait, what was it?
From Mexican Gothic? Is that not her
Oh,
Yeah, it was Florence.
No, I see her like in like Monsters Inc. Mike Wazowski.
name? I'm watching you, Mike Wazowski. Always watching you.
okay.
Yes.
So her and
That's how
that
I
li-
picture
and
her.
that little. That's perfect. But the sniving little shit that follows her around.
Yeah, fuck
Oh,
him.
Okay.
The assistant.
Did you
He
guys
can
ever
go
grow
right
up?
to hell.
Did you guys ever grow up watching Recess, the cartoon?
Yes.
Remember the principal and Randall, the kid's name Randall?
Oh, Randall.
Yes, it was
Is that what his name
Randall.
was?
Wait.
Is it
was
Randall? It's
Well, Randall
he-
in Monsters Inc. is also a little shit. So
well, true.
Yeah,
It might not be Randall. I forgot what the little kid's name was. Remember the principal and that little kid that would follow her around that was the snitch? That's the same energy they bring in.
It is Randall, but it wasn't the principal. It was the older teacher.
Miss Finster, Artie kid's drawing ugly pictures on the blacktop.
Good work, boy. Go to the office and requisition the hose.
Characters. Okay,
we met
so
Linus and we met his boss, Miss Jenkins.
and her
And then
boy
her,
toy.
yeah, that little
Mhm.
shithead. And then he's asked to meet the extremely upper management.
I keep wanting to say uppity, but I know it's not uppity, it's upper. But I feel like extremely uppity management sounds more on the nose. Because the naming of this is crazy. Like department in charge of magical youth, great. And then when they say uppity, not uppity, extreme upper management, it's like they're just making that as a comment. That's not actually what it's called on paper. That's what it's called on paper. It's
It is
like-
what it's called on paper. But I was thinking that too. I was like, why do they keep calling it that? And then they like legit kept going with it. And I'm like, is that really what it's fucking called?
It is extremely upper management, and that's when we meet, like the one hot guy that he kept like eyeing.
I thought you said Hawkeye for a second. I was like, this book got
Hawkeye's in
good.
this?
Shit.
This is a Marvel property? No one
Just
told
thinking, this
me.
is the house that you're going to.
I mean, you never know. Disney actually owns most of the world, so
True.
Remember,
Let's
the
not
answer.
get into depressing territory here.
Remember,
no,
the answer.
no, let's change subject. So
The answer to when someone asks if this is Disney, the answer is not no. The answer is not yet. Extremely upper management. Is all. As it was the most Harry Potter-esque description
Yes.
of the location. It's
Yes.
like they take
No,
them to
all
a
of it
group-
was though. Even the name of their, like the name of the job, the
Yeah.
Department of Magic. That extremely emblematic. Like all of it gives me Harry Potter vibes. All of it.
Yeah.
But just the description of the room he had the meeting in. It's like the high, the dark room with the lights, and then the high, like banister table thing, and they're all
That
like
whole
looking
scene, there
down
was
on
like
him.
2 or 3 parts that made me laugh out loud. It was so funny.
Evie, this reference is only for you, but like, in Kingdom Hearts where the organization meets, that's what I kept
Yes. That also came to mind. But I didn't think anyone here except for you would get it. But
am I right, ladies?
Jeez.
Honestly, it made me think of Charmed when they met the
I get that one too. I know all of this. I have no life
Well,
because
Evie, aren't you just the best?
Interesting, because in my dreams I'm surprisingly inadequate.
Well, okay, so back to the book.
So,
and then that's when we meet Miss Bubblegum.
Yeah, that girl was like the worst.
the snarkiest little secretary of all time.
It was like the stereotypical, secretary that's like, yeah, they're waiting for you. It's like,
yeah, she was like awful. But at the same time, it's like she has to be somewhat good at her job considering she's working for extreme upper management.
The only thing I can imagine is while she was talking, going like, yeah, they're waiting for you. It's like, like just open the door for him.
Yeah, she annoyed me for that whole chapter. I was like, get her out of here.
It's like,
I need her gone.
How do we feel about Linus as a character?
I like him. I feel sorry for him. I pity him a lot.
He lives
a very bad life.
Him, but I love him. Like, I don't know.
I think I'm gonna grow to love him. I'm like, he's fine right now, but I think I'm gonna grow to like him more.
Yeah.
I think I related to a whole bunch of shit within the first 3 chapters. One of the
but I also
funniest.
think that he needs to just think for himself. Right now he doesn't.
That's kind of why I
yeah.
pity him a little bit, but I do like him. I think he has good character. He's like he's a good person. He's just sad, but he doesn't fully admit that he's sad, and that's sad for me.
Like I said, he's a whole damn mood.
He is.
The reason why I say also relate to is also because when he's talking about that scene with when I was in school and I would have a fucking desk in the middle of the fucking classroom, and that whole scene he's talking about going to his desk and
like hitting things.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I am not a man of small stature. So maneuverability for me can be a little awkward. So that whole scene where he's talking about getting from his desk and out and trying at the top, I was like, wow, I feel this a lot.
Yeah. It sounded terrible.
That's why I saw the Incredibles room. Like everything was so tiny and he could put him
just-
anywhere.
he's just-
He'd punch over the desk.
But and his neighbor.
Oh my god! Talk about psychopath.
Oh my gosh, the typical I have a feeling that we all have this one person in a family member that it's like, oh, how are you? Oh, you're single in your 30s. I have a friend that his son, and it's like, why are you trying to match me?
No, actually, none of my family tries to set me up with anybody. I mean, I'm kind of glad because their taste.
I'm happy to say I don't have that in my family.
My mom just likes to point out that I'm the only single kid that her and her husband have.
Oh,
that's fine.
I get that too.
Very nice.
I did get
My
one.
mom's like,
how old are you? Oh, I was married with 3 kids at that age, and I was like, no.
Last time I visited my mom, she looked at me, and she was like, "Are you the only single one out of all of our kids?" Yeah, you are. And I was like, "Thanks, Mom.
Thanks for the love."
Tell her you're in an open relationship right now. Tell her you're in a polycule.
I'm in a polycule, and I have a couple fake wives. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, what better than that?
Tell her you and I are long distance, and we're in an open relationship while we're long distance.
Well, I mean, include me, but just say we're in the polycule.
We're in a threesome. A threesome.
A threesome.
A threesome.
I like to point out it's also hilarious that the neighbor tries to hook him up with her
Yeah. After,
alcoholic
him.
accountant grandson.
Huddle! Oh, Huddle! Have I made a match for you? He's handsome. He's young. All right, he's 62.
All right, let's get to the children. Let's get to the children.
Let's get to the children.
Little children.
All right.
I
did not meet the children.
So should we not talk about the children until a later
go for
date?
it. Talk about the children.
All right. So the first child Linus meets is Talia, a bearded gnome girl who is she is what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a firework. What's that saying go? She's a something rocket. How's that go?
Firecracker?
She's a firecracker. There we go. Thank you. Like, she is hilarious. Thank you, Jess.
Here to help.
She is also 263 years old, but it is said that gnomes do not mature until they're 500. So, Jess,
exactly. She's essentially the book's Baby Yoda. So that's awesome.
It's so cool.
She's hilarious, sharp tongue, is always promising to murder Linus happily, of course.
In her garden.
Oh wow, that's really
just
neat.
Exactly like Baby Yoda. That's how the show actually happens. You know, Yoda threatening to kill our lead every other episode and bury him in a garden.
So Jess is our Talia.
That's Talia, our gnome.
Jess is Talia.
She really is. You need a beard.
Ooh,
a real beard, not like a beard, like a lesbian beard. A beard.
Does this really surprise anyone at this point? I mean, Jess, show us your left hand.
I know, right?
This is.
She's working in her garden, guys.
Yeah, her garden of
with
death.
Her shovels. It's so cute. Okay, so then we meet Theodore.
Theodore is in the running to be my favorite because it's a dragon.
He's a dragon. Toothless, only like.
Well, he's a wyvern. Hang on, because I know there's gonna be people who are gonna complain. He's a wyvern, not technically a dragon, because a dragon has 4 legs and the wings. A wyvern has 2 legs and then just the wings. There you go, you nerds whoever's watching this.
Thanks for explaining that, because I was a bit confused.
Oh, he's insulted Germany. Nerds.
No, I had to correct myself, so I haven't pissed them off. Well,
Broadway.
I guess I gave a sarcastic tone to it, so I kind of did insult you. But whatever. There's always that one person that's like. There's always that one person. They're like, it's not a dragon, it's a wyvern. Oh, I've met these people. So.
You are these people.
You are these people, exactly.
I kind of am. So, Theodore, who's like the cutest little thing ever. Shut up.
With the button. Oh.
With the button is just like it's just here you go, and then it's like toothless. It's toothless. We have toothless. I'm happy.
Well, that's what I said. So
yeah,
that's what she said. Because she's brilliant.
It's a pocket-sized toothless.
Can we all take a moment to look at the brilliance of Tameca real quick? Like, look at that. Look at that. I love her.
Stop
She's
it.
amazing.
Stop.
Okay, we're gonna have a fan cam edit just for Tameca.
I know that you're being kind of like rude right now.
I'm not being rude. I'm being 100% serious. This is not sarcastic at all. Well, that sounded sarcastic, but I'm telling you that is
exactly. Oh, Evie, I love you again.
This is the dynamic. They love me, they hate me, they love me, they want to murder me.
I do that at the same time. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not this and then that. I love and hate you all at once.
Oh.
It's very intense.
That is, we have an intense relationship. That's intense right now.
Jess is too much. Too much. She's too much.
That's Talia.
That's Talia. So we got Talia, Theodore. We have Fee.
Alvin.
We don't really get much about Fee when we first meet her. She's a forest sprite.
A forest sprite.
And she's just kind of moody. She only has maybe
normal
4
teenager, you know.
Well, she's like 10, right? That's what the book says. She's like 10 years old.
Does it say? It
Does
didn't
it-
say. It didn't say her age.
Somebody was 10.
Chansey's 10. Chansey's in a Morpheus green blob.
Oh, I love his like weird eyes and tentacles.
Red lips.
That was such a weird description because I had so much trouble trying to picture it in my mind. The first thing that came to mind. Oh no, he's adorable, but I just thought of Blobby.
Hard to follow.
I thought of Blobby from the Hotel Transylvania movie.
Yeah.
All you had to say was Blobby, and I was like, yeah.
Yes.
And exactly what you're talking about.
Or so, and the one
and the bellhop too. He's the cutest thing ever, I imagine.
I know, which also okay. I'll go back to the bellhop thing in a moment. But yes, he's adorable. He's amazing. He's like hospitable and nice. All these kids are amazing. And then the last kid we haven't met yet is the reason why this book spoke to me. Because when we first saw the description, all I saw was "Were Pomeranian," and I was like, I'm in. And then we get to meet Sal, who's not a Were Pomeranian. That was Miss Rose.
I love that he's a massive kid, but then turns into like the smallest dog.
Little, he's like a shapeshifter that turns into a Pomeranian. And the thing is, I think Sal is like not the.
Well, first of all, his name is Sal, and he's like 100. What is he? 150 pounds.
150 young kid. This is this big kid.
He's a teen, though, right? He is a teen. Mm-hmm. So he's
he?
Wait.
Yeah, they said he was like They said I thought he said he was 14. Maybe not.
Chansey is 10 and Sal is 14.
So yeah, Sal's like the oldest then.
But still, like 150 pound 14-year-old is. I mean, that's pretty grown.
But it's like very introverted. Doesn't strangers when he freaks out into like a little Pomeranian that Arthur, the master of the orphanage, can talk to and
he can talk everything. He can talk dog. He can talk.
Yeah, clearly he talks all the
gnome.
Yeah, tell me about it. No, it's not you. She's not the easiest person to get close to.
So, guys, for some reason, when they were explaining how Chansey was, for some reason, when they described the eyes above his head, I first went to the
All Real Monsters.
Yes.
Oh my God, you're right. I haven't thought about that in years. You mean the one monster which is
holding his eyeballs
with the armpits?
Yeah. I think his name was Crumb.
I think it was.
And then it went into like the snail from SpongeBob.
But even the skinny lady with the big lips, her eyes are kind of like, I feel like could be like similar.
Yeah, they were separate. Yeah.
I
don't know why. I just went
to
that.
I see Toothless.
Toothless.
Where?
Behind Jess.
Oh, cutest cat in the world. Look at that.
Look at him, guys. Oh. Give him
Toothless fan cam, everybody.
Only fans. And the best, my favorite, Lucy.
Oh boy. I didn't mention Lucy. I was saving that for you, honestly.
Antichrist like 18 times.
Well, I said Antichrist like 18 times. That's probably an exaggeration. But
he is 6 years old, 6 months old, and 6 years old. Like he's 6 years, 6 months.
Oh. 666. Yep.
And then he has, by the way, I loved his entrance.
Yeah.
It's like, I am the killer of
ever, girl.
You all know my super racist parrot, Tyler.
Hi, Tyler.
What's up? Best entrance ever, girl.
Best entrance ever, girl.
Well, I wanted to say something about Lucy real quick. So yeah, Antichrist, very dramatic, adorable but dramatic. It's one of those like, I am blah blah dark devil. Oh, and then parenthesis is like Lucy. He's like, yeah. It's like, cut it out. Fine. Do the chore. Okay. So
the best was like after the entrance, and he stands next to him and he goes, "Did you see how scared he was?"
Yeah.
He's like so proud of himself when he does it. And he's
they
like,
all are.
Yeah.
And here's the line. It's later on when they're having dinner together.
Yes.
It's like Lucy goes up to Mr. Baker and asks, "Can I get you something to drink? Juice, perhaps? T, he leaned forward and dropped his voice. The blood of a baby born in a cemetery under a full moon.
Jess. Jess is also Lucy.
Well, even when he was like, "Well, why are you round?" and they were asking like questions to Linus, and he's like, "I'm not round. I'm like big," and he goes, "I can be round too," and he like
explodes. Another Harry Potter-esque reference.
It was.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
These, I would adopt all these kids. These kids are amazing.
I want to live in that house.
Oh, we also totally forgot about a character. Mrs. Chapel-White, who seems going to play a bigger role. Miss Chapel-White is an island sprite who essentially owns.
Jess is like, ooh, I know that one.
I know that one. I know this reference.
So she's gonna be a very important character for sure, because Miss Chapel-White is an island fairy who pretty much owns the island or runs the antics of the island.
Right.
Sprite. An island sprite.
So we know an island and forest.
Who's gonna be an interesting character because she's not registered with the department because she's an old line, like she predates the whole system. So that's definitely going to be brought in back, when Linus is,
also
duty over moral, blah, blah, stuff like that. So it's going to be really cool. And she's already come off to be a very interesting character.
We can't forget the cat's Calliope.
That cat, yo.
Is that how
it's
you
always
say the name?
Calliope?
That's how I say it. Is it
Calliope?
Calliope?
Yeah.
I'm just going to call it cat, if that's okay with everybody.
Calliope?
I'm gonna call it cat.
I might call it Callie.
Callie.
I'm gonna call it cat.
Callie
So,
cat.
Cat.
Also, I also wanted to ask one question. Does anyone have do you get? It's kind of weird because I'm trying to picture
I don't. You gotta ask the question.
Yeah. Still waiting for the question here.
The world, what the time period of the world is, because there are things I picked up. There's he listens to a Victrola on the records and Bobby Dare, and then we have the green glow of a computer screen, like an old timey computer screen with the green glow.
I feel that
it could be a new age computer screen.
It could be new age. It could be an agglomeration of just old stuff and new stuff together because it's fanciful. So that.
Well,
works
the neighbor also says something about oh, you're an old timey record player or something like that. So
True.
She calls it old.
True.
So it might be just in our modern time with old stuff.
Or
I can also totally believe a government
antiques these days.
And I can totally believe a government office would still be using shitty ass old computers because they don't.
I mean, the green glow hypnotizes. You know that.
They don't support anything. God damn. Ouch. Yep.
Trying to make our own business here.
They don't support anything.
So.
Okay. So, expectations, guys. What do you think?
I don't know when I should talk because every time I talk.
To keep liking it.
Me too. I expect to learn and love even more Lucy because he is freaking hilarious.
I think you just have an obsession with Lucifer in general.
But he's a 6-year-old Lucifer. How more adorable can it get?
He's in a kid crazy mood. It's fine.
I mean, come on. Being him all scary stuff and then going, did you see him get scared? And then seeing him dancing in the kitchen while helping cutting vegetables and stuff. It's oh, so cute.
Yeah, I think you're just baby crazy right now. So kids in general just make you happy.
Oh my God. Yes.
Expectations, anyone?
I'm always so afraid to talk because every time I talk, I piss somebody off because I'm either talking over someone or under something. So I'm afraid. Can I talk?
Well, just do it right.
How do you do it right?
Raise your hand.
Oh, it's your turn. Go.
Evie.
Okay. I'm actually expecting a lot from this book because I think it's going to be one very interesting magical ride. I think I'm going to fall in love with these kids even more. I think Linus is gonna what? Language.
Interesting magical ride. What? Go. Just go.
Raise your hand.
I'm happy to see how the lives of these kids develop more, how they affect Linus's development as a character, and I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good run.
Also, wait, didn't Evie have a question? Did we answer the question?
No one ever answers my questions. It's fine.
I don't remember him asking a question.
He kept talking about the question, but I don't think he ever did.
Yeah.
It was about the time period. We already established that it could be, there's different things.
To be fair, it took 5 minutes for him to get the question out.
And it takes me 5 minutes to get anything out in general. God.
Wow. Are we gonna start this conversation now?
I was about to say.
I want to reel that back in and put a pin in it for a moment. So yeah, so far I'm really enjoying the book, and I think I'm gonna enjoy the rest of it. I think it's gonna be fun. This series is gonna be fun.
You're gonna enjoy taking the pen out and keep going.
Me cago en los tres. I swear to God. Puñetas. Anyway, to steal a word from Sonji.
Puñetas in forever.
I know. Let me be the first one in honor of Sonji. Let me be the first one to say it. Puñetas. Ale.
Is it bad that when you did that with your pen, I kind of wish that the cap was off, so you just like draw a line?
What am I drawing? I'm not gonna draw my face. That's the premium OnlyFans content, guys. God.
Make it better.
Wow. On that note, guys.
Wait, what's wrong with my face? You can make it better if I draw on it? What?
I'm kidding, Evie, kidding.
Well, guys.
I don't know anymore.
That note.
I'm always kidding with you, Evie.
That is a wrap for this week's video.
It's so funny how fast an hour goes.
To please like, share, subscribe, and comment on our videos. Stay spicy, guys.
Honestly, guys, you'll find that lesbians are more accepting of body hair than guys are.
I love that, and I love that for you, and I love that, and I wish I was a part of it, honestly.
You can be.
I mean, technically,
I wish I were.
For 3 easy payments of $19.99.